Y'all know what time it is, man. We on another episode of Trill Talk No Cap.
Highstrung, what's good, homie?
What's good, fam? How you living? Hey, what's up, Miss Chinese Nikki? I'm trying to give the San Antonians a bigger idea of what we're talking about and how legendary this shit is. All right, man, y'all know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We here for another great episode of Trill Talk No Cap, where the only thing that we do is talk trill, and the only capping that we do is the ones we wear on our heads. First and foremost, we appreciate y'all stepping out. You know what I'm saying? But today, of all people, I got my dog YAY0 here with me today. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about relationships. So there's a lot of shit going on. This is definitely something we said we're gonna continue to press the issue on. I wanted to ask you, do y'all think that love is more important than loyalty? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask that again. Do y'all think that love is more important than loyalty? The reason why I say that is because a lot of people think because somebody is in love with them that they're loyal. But I feel like you can love somebody and not be loyal to that person. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty don't necessarily mean you in love with somebody, and being in love with somebody don't necessarily mean you're going to be loyal to that person. So my take on it is I'd rather have loyalty than love. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have that. I feel like it's dope. I feel like it's to have loyalty, to have somebody be loyal to you, despite what y'all go through, despite what the arguments are, despite what the fights are about. If that person is loyal to you, then I feel like you really don't have nothing too much to worry about. But, you know, people say shit all the time that happens, and they be like, how can this person do this to me when they say they love you? But just because that person loves you don't mean they're going to be fucking loyal to you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you got a point. Loyalty, I mean, some people, they might love you, but they might not be loyal. So it's like, if you love me, you can't love me without being loyal to me. So for you to be loyal, for you to say you're loyal to me, you obviously gotta, if you're loyal, then you must love me. But sometimes people oversee the love, and they'll be like, oh, well, I've been loyal to you for this and this, but it's too soon for me to love you. So I mean, I see that it takes time to love people, because I mean, love is a big word. Like, you can't just be throwing that around, and I definitely don't throw that around, because if I don't mean it, then I'm not gonna say it. Because once you say that word, people can't unsee it. Like, once you tell somebody that you love them, that's gonna be stuck in your mind forever, because some people just say it to say it. And
I think you can though. I feel like you can love somebody and be persuaded not to be loyal to them. I think that
you got a point. Like, if I can love you, but if your loyalty, I feel like what you're saying about that is like, you know, I might love you, but I can't be loyal to you because I haven't seen you show me your loyalty towards me yet. So there's like two sides of it. Like, but I mean, like, love and loyalty, they all take time. All that takes time, and it takes basically you got to build a foundation around that.
And I think this could be expressed in friendship or relationship. It don't have to necessarily be in relationship. It could be in friendship as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the thing is, like, I could love you as a friend, but if you question my loyalty, and I know that I've been 100% loyal to you as a friend, it's going to actually stop me from loving you because you question something that I know I've been doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you on that. Like, you know, I got some friends. I have some friends that, you know, I've been with them since day one, since we was in diapers, and I love the hell out of the boys. But my loyalty is like, you know, at the end of the day, we didn't kind of drifted apart. So it's like, I still love you. I'm gonna love you from a distance though, but I'm not gonna keep my loyalty to you, because at the end of the day, like, I don't know what you do behind my back. Like, I don't know how you ride for me the way I'm gonna ride for you if you're my homie. You know what I mean?
Feels what we just expressed, that feels like that loyalty and love go hand in hand, or do y'all feel that they can be separated? Like I said, I felt that I've experienced it myself, where I felt like somebody was being dishonest with me, talking, you know, shit behind the back, this and that, you know what I'm saying? But we was locked in, we the homies, you know what I'm saying? And I feel that sorry can't fix everything. Some people try to come to you and say sorry completely all the time, like, hey, my bad, bro, I was really tripping. How many times can you accept that shit? before you say, I just gotta cut this person off, because obviously they gonna continue with their behavior. You know what I'm saying? For me, in my day and age now, it's all about your behavior. If you keep telling me that you're gonna do something differently, and I accept your apology the first maybe 2 times, depending on who you are to me, but if it continues, then it's never gonna change, because that's who you are. So at the end of the day, I gotta cut you off. And it hurts more to cut the person off. They think that it's so easy for you to cut them off. It hurts more for you to cut the person off, especially if y'all rock together like that. But I don't care about you saying how much you love me if you keep doing disloyal shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at myself like I would have never done that to you. I would have never did you that wrong. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people, they try to measure the wrongs together. Like, well, I didn't do this and I've never done this. It don't matter, bro. Sin is a sin when you in church. You know what I'm saying? Just because you didn't kill nobody, but you went and did this as a sin, it's the same shit. So it's the same shit in friendship. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And if you really rock with somebody, you either let them know and express to them 100% on how you feel about that, or they gotta go. You know what I mean?
One thing about me is I'm real straightforward. I'm blunt. Like, I'm gonna tell you how it is. Like, if you my brother, you can ask keep up, Uche, I'm blunt. Like, I'm gonna tell you straight how it is. And if it hurts your feelings, then that means you need to look in the mirror. Like, you know, if I'm your brother and I love you, like, I'm gonna hold you accountable of a lot of shit you do, because like I'm gonna be loyal to you. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, if you're not doing shit that you're supposed to be doing, if you're not taking care of your business, then I don't know what to tell you. Like me, all my friends that have kids, if they not taking care of their kids, I can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with you because I'm a full-time father. I've had full custody of my son since he was 1.5. When I work nightlife, so you know he stays with my mom, but whenever he wants to come to the house, I let him come to the house, and you know my cousin will watch him until I get off work. But one thing about it is I see my son every day. If I'm at work and something happens to my son, I'm going with my son. Like, he relies on me. He looks forward to seeing me every day. So if you're my homeboy, you gotta take care of your kids. Like, I know everybody's not fortunate like me to have full custody and be able to see their kids whenever they want, because of, you know, the situation that they're in with their baby mama. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna hold you accountable of everything you do as a man, because as a black man, we're already looked at as, oh yeah, he probably got kids, but he ain't taking care of them. I hate that shit. Like, when people see me with my son, they be like, oh shit, okay. And you gonna see me talk, I talk about my son highly. I talk about him every day. Like, even if I first meet you, I'm gonna tell you, like, oh yeah, you know, blah blah blah, this and about my son. And people, 90% of the time when I tell people I have full custody of my son, they be like, huh? I'm like, yeah, I've had full custody of him for almost 6-7 years.
And we gonna touch on that too, as far as like how that goes. But I think that there's a certain maturity too when it comes in. We gonna move. We got a couple more subjects to talk about, but we gonna, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a maturity to friendship too. You know, while we talking about friendship, like I felt like, you know, there was a situation once where dude was like, if I'm beefing with this person, you beefing with this person. Now, I agree with that to an extent. If I don't know the dude, 100%. But if I'm friends with y'all both, my take on that is simply, look, bro, I'm gonna stand on all 10 as a man, and I'm gonna let you know that you know both of y'all my partners. So when I'm around you, don't talk shit about this person while I'm with you, because you know I'm cool with him. And when I'm around you, don't talk shit about him. If y'all don't rock with each other, then just say that and then keep it there. And then when we chilling together, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But don't talk shit about each other if you know I'm a mutual friend. And if you stand on all 10, then they'll respect that and understand that. Now, if a person just don't like you hanging around that person, then that person got to be a little bit more mature. Because I've never told anybody that I rock with, if I don't like another person, I've never told them, hey, don't hang around this person, don't talk to them. That's you, a grown ass person. That's what you want to do. That's what you gonna do. Just don't talk shit about me when I'm not around. You feel what I'm saying? Keep it cool.
Have my back when I'm not around.
Have my back when I'm not around. Period.
Show me where your loyalty is. For real.
And that's my loyalty's question. Then you really not my friend. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you know that I stand on all 10 and you know who I am, then you should know what I'm about. And you should know that that person is not talking shit about you around me. You know what I mean? But that's how deep loyalty gets. You know what I mean? These are the conversations that a lot of people just don't have that need to be had when it comes to friendships or relationships. Do y'all believe in love at first sight? Do y'all believe that the first time you see somebody, you know, I know that a lot of guys, I got a friend in particular, he probably on here, we talk about him all the time. He meet a girl, she bad, she in the club, or wherever he meet her at, he be like, damn, I think I'm in love. He say that shit every fucking time. And I be like, look bro, I know she bad, but you not in fucking love. You like her, you think she bad. Every other nigga in here think that she bad. And they think the same shit. But every time this nigga see somebody that he like, he say, damn, I think I'm in love. And that shit crazy to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just lust, bro. It's just somebody that you think bad to be able to say that, you gotta really be in tune with somebody. You really gotta get to know. In my opinion, this is how I think you really gotta know, because somebody could be bad as hell in the club. They could seem nice. They could seem like they have a good, and yeah, fucked up mindset or fucked up attitude that'll fuck it all up. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't believe in that.
That shit, I don't believe in it. Because I gotta see how your personality is. I gotta vibe with you. Cause shit, you might be one of the baddest girls in the club, but our vibe might not match. You might have a bad attitude. You might have insecurities that you carry on with somebody else that just gives everybody a bad vibe. So that love at first sight, I think that shit is some middle school, high school type shit. But no, I think I like you. You beautiful. Let's date. Like that's something.
And most people don't reveal who they truly are until you know them for years. When you see a person, I got people right now, bro, I be like, I really say this to myself, had I known you was like this, I'd have never introduced myself. That's me. But that's just real. There, I see a lot of people shaking their head because they know that. You know that there's people that you met that you be like, yo, if I had known that you could go off the map like this, I would have never fucked with you in the first place. You know? And I think that everything, to me, conversation rules the nation. I think that once you have a conversation with somebody, they should understand where you're coming from. Don't just listen to me, hear me. You know what I'm saying? Hear what I'm saying to you. A lot of people want to argue, rebuttal, they want to, it's like, you don't always have to have something to say. When people are right and I'm in the wrong, I shut the fuck up. I listen to what they have to say. If I know I'm wrong and I know I don't have a leg to stand on in an argument, I shut the fuck up. And I listen to what that person is telling me, because now I'm gonna learn a lesson based on what they taught me. And now I know how to treat other people. You know what I'm saying? If you always trying to know this, that, bro, you a waste of time to talk to. It's like talking to a fucking brick wall. Why would I continue to talk to you if you always feel like you got a leg to stand on? You don't have a leg to stand on. Just shut the fuck up, listen to what I'm saying to you, and try to learn something from it. I learn from everybody. I don't take away from nobody. I didn't learn shit from kids. I didn't learn shit from old people. I didn't learn shit from my peers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kids can teach you a lot, bro. On the cool, like I'll be at a lot of schools for the program that I started, and I feel like that like a lot of kids, they go through shit that you never been through, maybe in your childhood. They might be going through it right now at 14, 15 years old. So when they tell you, you be like, damn, I didn't even know it was like especially for your age, I didn't even know you had to go through some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely, I mean, anybody can teach you anything, bro, especially if you never experienced it. All right, so this is the biggest problem right here. In most relationships, people move too fast. So like you meet somebody, and it ain't gotta be, I mean, I hate using that. I want to try to stay away from the word relationship right now. I want to just stick to, it can be friendships, relationship, whatever. But you meet somebody, and within 2 weeks of knowing this person and kicking it with this person, they ask you a question like, what are we? I just met you 2 fucking weeks ago. I barely know your last name. But they ask you questions like, what are we? What are we doing? That's insane to me. We're 2 people having fucking dinner, having drinks. We're kicking it. What's up, Jose?
Do you date to be intentional?
Like dating with a purpose? Yes.
Or just to get some that?
It depends on who I'm talking to. It depends on it. It really does. So there might be some days where I go out just to get some ass, Or it might be, but I'm always looking for what I want to find. But when you don't find what you want to find, you just out and you might win with some ass. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
So, given that you date in that fashion where sometimes it might be for one thing, sometimes it might be for another.
Right.
Isn't it a fair question for the person to ask you what is?
No. So I agree, Paul. I think that question is always fair, but I don't think it's fair that early. You know what I'm saying? Huh? So let me give you an experience of what I'm talking about and how I could go from one to another. So I went on a date with a girl one time. We went on a date, Jose, and she, her mindset threw me off. I already knew before the middle of the date, I didn't want to fuck with her on that level. I told her that, hey, after this, we cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and just drop you off. She offered to go back to my house. And I told her the truth. I said, I'm not gonna lie to you. I said, this is my exact words. I said, and I can quote myself. I said, listen, shorty, if you go back to my house, I'm only gonna wanna fuck and I'm probably gonna block you. And she laughed it off and said, you crazy, let's just go back to your house. So I fucked that night. I dropped her off in the morning and I blocked her ass. I blocked her off Instagram, Snapchat, everything. You know what I'm saying? Because but when I went on a date with her, I had an intention to try to get to know her. But once I was on that date, she threw me off.
Your example does not answer your question. She knew what she was getting into, she still did. My question is, had you not said that didn't happen, why not she asked you, what is our relationship?
Say that one more time.
If you hadn't given that prequel of, this is all we're going to do, that's going to be it. If you hadn't done that, and the situation had moved forward to next week, and she asked you the question, how was that?
Then no doubt that's your fault. That would be my fault. Because I didn't say that. 100% that would be my fault because I didn't express that. But you have to, but that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, is like you have to be able to express that. You gotta say what it is for what it is. Especially when you find out for what you want it to be.
I agree that communication is key. I feel like more than like trying to see what you would see as to be. It's more about intention when dating. Like being upfront with a person, as soon as you meet them, like you said, let them know what you're trying to do, what it is, what it ain't. Basically just, I don't know, because with me personally, I'm always an intention person. I don't care if we're talking, what you're looking for, those questions to ask, because you want to know. I don't want to start talking to somebody and catch feelings and use them to fuck.
Right. No, that's what I agree. I feel like that you should let them know if that's what you want to do. But I'm saying that it could flip flop. We could go out on a date and I could really intend to get to know you, but then like something switch and I don't want to really get that far with you. So I'm gonna let you know right then and there, hey, I just want to have some fun. I think you should know right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like continuously. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, a lot of guys, I think me and Paul talked about this yesterday, with the intent of they'll continue just to get what they want, make it seem like they still want to talk to you. You can't do that, bro, because that fucks up the dynamic. And you know, a lot of dudes do it because, if I'm being honest, because they think they're going to lose the chance of getting that if they don't. But I done met a lot of females that you tell them, I just want to fuck. They cool with it. They cool with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's really, they know they not losing shit. You know what I'm saying? So in their head, but there are some that's like, no, I don't do that unless I'm with somebody or I talk to them, and I respect that too.
So strong, I got a question. So what if, y'all went on a date and your intentions at first were to get to know her, and then after y'all fucked, y'all kind of like, built a different bond, and your mindset changed, but she already had that like in her mind, like, you just want to fuck. How do you go about that?
I think personally it would go with the communication. So it would be me telling her like, look, after we did what we did, I know I said what I said, but I feel different. Like, do you feel like it could go somewhere next? If she be like, no, nigga, you told me already what it was, then I gotta accept that because I already told her. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta eat that. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, all in all, communication, what it boils down to is the communication has to be there. You know what I'm saying? If it's not there, then y'all definitely gonna have some problems. Why is it so hard in this day and age to fucking date?
I'm gonna say it's the social media. A lot of like it's the difference between it's social media and then it's a lot of people have young mindsets. Like this generation, I feel like this generation is so attached to these social media couples is doing this and doing that. Like everybody's different. I highly doubt it'll be like. You can find a female, or you can even find a man, like a man. A female can find a man and be like, let's delete social media for 3 months and see how we go and see how we do for these 3 months. Because I'm pretty sure if God can do that, it'll make the relationship different. Like fuck social media. We don't need social media because social media causes a lot of drama. Like girls asking, why don't you post it? Why don't you do this? It's like. Sometimes, you know, I like to be private about my life. Like, people don't know I'm
I just
taking.
met you 2 weeks ago.
But like,
I'm not posting you.
People don't know I'm taking, but it's like, damn, like, you know, I want to have I have a private life. I don't like being loud about my life. And some people like, we're on social media. Why can't you post on your social media? Like, sometimes it's just shit that I don't want to show everybody. Like, people don't know, but like, why do you feel the need to be posted or blasted all over the internet? Because I feel like at that point you're looking for attention.
I think people too go off of what other people think a lot of times and don't want to take accountability. Accountability has become my favorite new fucking word because a lot of people don't have it. You know what I'm saying? It's two things most people don't have nowadays in this generation. This is why this generation is cooked. It's accountability and it's common fucking sense.
Oh, they damn sure don't.
A lot of people don't have fucking common sense, and the crazy thing is they know what common sense is, but they don't use it. And I just feel like that, Paul, we had a conversation yesterday, right? And I told you about that story where the dude had the girl that really vibed with him. And
yeah, and then he broke up with her because his friends told him that he had to find a girl.
He brought this girl out to the table. We all met him. He was a homie. We all met the girl. She was super cool. She was one of those girls that you could take around your homies, and she like one of the homies. She was cool with everybody at the table. And then she gets up from the table and says, "I'm going to use the restroom." And somebody says in the group, "I seen you date prettier girls than that. I seen you do better." And then like the next couple weeks, I never seen this girl again. So I asked the homie, like, "Hey, where old girl at?" He's like, you know, she wasn't for me. But when you came and talked to us, she was everything in your world. But because one nigga said, "Hey, I see you do better," he broke up with her. And I think that's crazy because you probably potentially let go of somebody that was perfect for you because she didn't look the part of what your homies feel. So you might as well date your homies. You know what I'm saying? You might as well date your homies because at the end of the day, that's crazy to me. You will. So many people allow people to put ideas in their head on what they should be dating and what they should be doing and how they should be moving instead of thinking for themselves. That's like 90% of this generation that we live in. 95? You think 95? Is that how?
Hell yeah.
95% of the generation goes off what other people think.
Like, go with your heart. Do what makes you happy. No, your homeboy ain't dating her, you're dating her. So if your homeboy ain't happy for you because you're happy, shit, you're not your homeboy. You need to move the fuck around. You should be happy. If you're happy, he should be happy for you. It don't matter what she look like. It don't matter about none of that. If
We
you're
not
happy,
dating
you're
her.
happy.
You dating her.
Like, bro,
You know
be
what I'm
happy.
saying?
If she could be the ugliest thing in the world. Shit, I'm gonna tell you, good job. I'm happy for you. But shit, she's for you, nigga. She ain't for me. Why does my opinion matter?
So maybe, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
And no, but hold on. I want you to say what you're going to say, Maria, but I want to say this first. Most men have to lose to win. Most men, we not smart enough to understand when we winning while we winning. Most men have to lose to win. There are females out here that don't care about the shit you drive, how much money you make a year. There are females that will really ride for you as long as you give them effort and time. Effort and time, they're gonna ride for you, they're gonna rock with you. Now, there is a lot of females that are like that, but there's a lot that just will, as long as you give them effort and time, they would do anything for you. I'm a man of an experience that lost someone, that lost people rather females, whatever, to that, I'm part of that statement. So I'm telling you by experience. Most women get it right away. They know immediately who's their husband and who's not their husband. They can figure it out. Girls are even better at cheating than us. They can look at, they can look at their girl and be like, tell him where we was at Wednesday. And then she like, girl, you know we was at Ross, we was da-da-da. And she like I told you, we was at Ross. I tell the nigga, tell her where we was at Wednesday, nigga, you know we was at the strip, we was on them hoes, nigga. Help me, nigga, help me. You know what I'm saying? It happens, bro. Women are just very smart when it comes to these things. You know what I'm saying? We as men let our pride get in the way. We don't always want to admit that, but that's just what happens.
Or sometimes we too damn in love to realize that your ass been cheating on me the whole time.
I don't think I've ever been cheated on, but if I have, she was pretty damn good. She's pretty fucking good. Hey, no, bro. What? No, I'm for real. Like, if a woman, I'm not gonna say, because some women out there probably know that I have been cheated. I've never been cheated on to my knowledge. No female has ever got caught by me. So I've never been cheated on to where I knew that she was cheating. So you know what I'm saying? So to my knowledge, I haven't. Now maybe she had some shit with her girls and maybe that shit happened, but I was never told about it. And it's never happened in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying they that good. You know what I mean? So, but these are the...
Say what you gotta say, D-Lo. Go ahead.
Breathe.
You sure that they were that good, or like were you looking? Because I mean, 9 out of 10, you gotta look for shit, right?
Yeah.
Because there's very few times individuals walk in and cheat. Like, I don't know, very many situations you get walked on, catch your significant other man.
It happens though, bro.
No, it does.
Yeah.
But 9 out of 10, you get caught. You want to do your phone. Your DM.
Yeah.
Bitch call, you gotta run to McDonald's, and they try to figure out why McDonald's is calling. Like these are the
That's an old ass trick. If you still doing that, you just looking to get caught. That shit old now. Honestly, me personally, I'm not gonna go look for it. I done been cheated on, so I done went through the phone and hurt my own damn feelings. So I'm not gonna look through your phone. I'd rather the shit just to come to light, or you know. If it don't come to light, then shit, I'm just gonna be getting cheated on. But I'm not gonna go looking for shit because I get it. If I find it, I might black out and I don't know what the hell I might do. So,
I got a controversial question for you.
what's the question?
So, this is not directed at anybody directly, but it's just stated out. How do you feel about today's modern women, right? Feeling like everybody has what it takes to be a quote unquote bad. Exuberating bad bitch energy, but not meeting the qualifications.
So I'm actually glad you just brought that up because I seen a meme today where it was like, can we go back to shit before the BBLs and all this other shit, right? I just feel like, bro, social media plays a role in putting pressure on women, and you know, with your question, I just feel like, bro, how I feel about a lot of these women now. 9 out of 10 of them care about the things that don't matter. They shouldn't even be caring about. Like when things happen, like check this out. Everything that is going on in a man's life has to do with a woman, and that's just different for him, if you know what I mean. But I'm saying that like everything has to do with mostly a woman. So it's like when a woman gets cheated on, memes are created off of that. It's magnified. Oh my God, I can't believe he did that to you, girl. He doesn't understand your value. When a man gets cheated on, they say shit like, nigga, so what? There's plenty of fish out here in the sea. Nigga, go fuck something else. Get your shit together. A man can't feel no type of way or be mad about it or sad about it because we're supposed to be men about it. Women, if they get cheated on, something bad happens to them, it's magnified. It's put in everybody's face on how this woman got wrong, but it's never told on what she may have did. What if she wasn't giving that man attention? Like when most women get hurt, when most women get hurt, it's like, oh, he wasn't giving me the attention I deserved, so I finally cheated. Well, men get that same shit too. Men don't get the attention they deserve. Or you treat this nigga like he almighty. You might say some shit about a celebrity like Chris Brown and say this nigga's he this and he that. You don't even know that nigga. But you know me, and you don't give me none of that light that you give these other niggas that you praise. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that when it comes to us, bro, it's never fair. So, and I feel like that it's magnified more with these women today. They care about two things: how much money you making and who you are. If you, I had a female tell me, and she meant it as a compliment, but it was the most offensive shit she ever said to me. She said, "Oh, I talked to some people about you. You're somebody in this city." That's fucking crazy to me. Like, I thought everybody was somebody. You know what I mean? Because a couple people know me. You look at me as I'm somebody. That makes you want to talk to me more. You know what I'm saying? It could be something as simple as a material. The hoes that come my way now wouldn't come my way before I was driving that gold Benz, bro. The hoes was not coming. I get at the gas station, hoes knock on my window. Hey, what's up? How you doing? What's up? If I was when I'm in my Passat, my other car, don't no hoes knock on that window. The one with the chip paint and the fucking and the tore up tent, they don't come knock on my window. You know what I'm saying? That's the world we live in.
To double off your question about what makes a woman a bad bitch, I think it's about, first of all, how you carry yourself, and then shit, if you got your shit together, like, there's some females out here that, like I said, are the most prettiest things in the world, but they got shit going for themselves. They rely on other niggas to take care of them.
And leave the club drunk with no money.
With no money, you not a bad bitch. Like, yeah, you might be fine, but shit, what you got going for yourself? If you got your shit together, like, some people might not have their own house, but they might have their own money. They might stay with their parents still, but they might pay all their bills, their car note, phone bill, take care of everything they need by themselves. Their parents don't help them. They just stay with their parents because they're not ready to, maybe get their own spot yet, or they don't feel safe or secure by themselves to get their own spot. I think that's still a bad bitch. Like, if you can take care of your own shit by yourself without needing a nigga, you a bad bitch to me. But it don't matter about the looks. Like, shit, I don't care what you look like. If you can take care of your own shit, you a bad bitch. Social media that made it to where, oh, you gotta be this, you gotta look like this, have a BBL, body gotta be snatched, what they call it. No, none of that shit matters. Have your shit together, you a bad bitch.
I know that them bodies that they buying and shit too, that shit changed their whole attitude. I know some chicks that I went to high school with and still be broke as nigga, didn't talk to none of the niggas like us, none of the jocks, whatever the niggas that was popular, never talked to us. They got that BBL, they attitude changed. I'm like, bitch, I knew you in high school. You was nobody. What? You know what I'm saying?
Had them 2 kids.
And you digging me. That's crazy. You looking at me like I'm bothering you. That's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the world we live in though, bro. So to answer your question, this is all answering your question. This is the world we live in. But it's sad because we as men, women know how to separate men when they good women. A lot of men don't know how to separate women. We honestly accidentally put all the women in the same category. So when you ask us about modern, we say, well, yeah, all these hoes are the same. They not always the same though, but we'll put them in that category, especially if we've been hurt. The difference between women is they can fall in love again after being hurt. Men can't. Once you hurt me, I'm good, nigga. I'm outside. I'm outside. I'm thugging. Where the hoes? I'm looking for them hoes. Where they at though? I swear to God, I'm thugging because I can't let it happen.
Back to what you were saying about how, like, it's good dudes who look at their mamas, blah, blah, blah. As a female who do have their own stuff, what's so wrong about me when they got their own stuff?
Nothing at all. But you a female that holds a standard, right? And that's good. You stand on 10 with that. There's nothing there. I want to let you know right now to your question. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't necessarily just write that nigga off because he don't got it right now. You know what I'm saying? What if he's everything that you want? Now, if he come and asking you for gas and money and shit like that, yeah, X that nigga out. But if he could take care of himself, and it's niggas that'll come and be like, when the last time you took a vacation? This nigga don't take you out. That nigga can't afford to do that right now. He can take care of himself and he can treat you how you want to be treated, but he can't do what that nigga's telling you right now. And this nigga offering you all the shit that he can do right now. And that's what we fear as men. I don't want nobody coming asking my girl to hop on a plane because he got the money to do it, nigga. She good. But I can say she good all day, but she gotta feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women will take that shit. Like, oh, he gonna put me on a plane. Fuck this nigga, he can't do shit for me. Not right now, but when that nigga bounce back, you're gonna realize how solid that man was and how this nigga just wanted to put you on a plane like he did the other 4 girls last week. You see what I'm saying? I'm being 100, bro.
But like I said, it's the same thing. Like a nigga can have all his shit together, but might still live with his mom. He might have a different situation. Like he might be taking care of his mom. He might be helping her with the bills because she might not have it.
That's different.
So,
living with your mama and your mama living with you are 2 different phrases.
but no. What I'm saying is he might be living with his mom. He might be living with his mom, but he might be helping her.
Nah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
You say it's 2 different phrases, but most females see it as the same thing. Regardless of the situation, your mom's in your house.
I mean, if I go into your house and your mama in a gown and she laying in a bed, obviously your mama live with you. Like,
What?
I'm saying shit. You know what I'm talking about.
This house is dragging.
Mama can move in with him. If you tell me I live with my mama versus if you be like my mother lives with me, like I have my mother.
What's the difference though? What's the difference though? Because if I live with my mom and I'm helping her pay the bills. So if I live with my mom and I got all my shit together, but she needs help and I'm helping her pay the bills at her house, y'all still wouldn't look at the nigga? Like that don't make sense.
Let me tell you something. The way bills are right now, if my mama let me live with her right now, I'm moving back.
I would move back right now.
I'm moving back. What y'all talking about? Bills is real.
What?
Bills is real. If my mama said you can move back right now, I'll move my ass back.
You home tomorrow?
I swear to God. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say. So it's like she said it's a difference between living with your mom and your mom living with you, but it's not a difference because my mom can live with me and I can still be paying all the bills, like cool. But if I'm living with her and I'm still helping her with the bills, I'm still paying some type of bills. Maybe she
hold on.
There's circumstance. If you're living with your mom because you don't got it, you can't take care of yourself. It's different than living with your mom because your mom needs help. So you're paying the bills and stuff like that. But if it's like 35 years old and you just have to go back home because you weren't doing nothing with your life, you don't have a job.
Oh, that's different. You just a bum.
That's the difference between living with your mom.
They grow up.
Yeah.
I disagree though. I was 25 years old and I had $250,000 in the bank and I lived with my mom and grandma. So, I mean, I don't
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Some people just like a female said. Like for some females, they don't feel safe moving on their own right now, especially with this day and age and the world we live in. Like some females just don't feel secure to live by themselves. Men, yes, we're men, so of course it's like you're a man, you should be fine.
But you know what's crazy? A woman can live with her mama until she's 46 years old. It's not a problem. She's still gonna get the dates that she wanted. She's still gonna do. But a man living with his mama, at 25, that's a problem for some women. So that's crazy to me that a woman can do the things that we could never do.
It's double standards.
It's double standards on a lot of shit.
Well, this is really double standard because we're held to 2 different, we're held to 2 different standards. So, to try to hold the individual, remember, this world, although we want to see her make this shit so equal, so bad, y'all sound crazy in hell. There's no way in hell that we don't have the same role. We don't have the same job description in order to be equals, right? So, yes, as a woman, there is a man on this earth. There's websites that are dedicated to like certain women that want to do the duty before they pass away. They ain't got no arms, they ain't got no vision. There's a dude out there that's willing to go handle that business. But
wait, what? How do you know that?
I'm confused.
What the fuck? How do you know that? You went searching for this shit? No, this is a serious question. Hold on. You went searching for that? Like, yes.
What type of porn are you watching?
Yeah, like, bro, what the fuck? You watching a girl?
What type of porn are you watching, D-Lo?
One, I don't have to watch. And it's not necessary. Okay? Two, it came up in a conversation because we were talking about standards. I have a lot of intellectual conversations with a lot of people who are that's in my specialized circle. Reason being, we like to brainstorm and think outside the box we used to debate. So this was a point of conversation. It's like, well, why do women have certain luxuries that men don't have?
But this is where I have the problem though, is because what you just said is true, but it's also like it's an older way of almost thinking, only because when there's not a damn thing in this day and age that a man can do that a woman can't do. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, yes, it was shit that separated us as men and women. But now you got women that own Fortune 500 companies. You got women that are colonels in the military. You got women that play in the WNBA and scoring. It's so much shit that don't really separate us nowadays.
But the standards for the actions of few don't account for the actions of many. Just because you have individuals in those places of power and in those points does not mean that everybody's such him. Right? Just because I'm exceptional doesn't mean that I'm the exception. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. How important is communication to y'all? And the reason why I ask that is because if I keep it 100 with you, there's situations. If you ask a person nowadays and you say, what do you expect out of a man, or what do you like most women give you answers like, I just want him to keep it real with me. I want him to keep it 100. They don't really know what that means. Because you do know keeping it 100 and keeping it all the way real does not mean some shit you gonna always want to hear. Most people want you to keep it real when it's something they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And then they don't listen. They're listening, but they don't hear you when you say that. Like I've told women, I believe in keeping it all the way 100. I almost have to talk to some women that I've dealt with like they on hooked on phonics, because the way that they listen. And it's like I have to say shit like, we're not together, or you need to understand this is how they'll say, well, this is what you told me that you felt. I felt that way. I no longer feel that way. I told you this. So when you say these things, they don't comprehend that shit. They just go off of what they felt when you felt that way. You know what I mean? And that's the majority of when I say communication, that's the type of shit I'm talking about.
I'm gonna give you a devil's advocate answer, which is, and I might just be becoming a pessimist or a nihilist, but I don't think it matters very much, because you never really know if it's genuine or disingenuous. Like, I remember a girl that I was dating that cheated on me, and then we had this, like, what I thought was like a great conversation, and we're communicating, and the entire time she's lying to me about other shit, and it's still cheating. So now, like, in hindsight, well, what was the value of that communication? Not very much. And to be truthful, any conversation that you have with any woman or man, you never really know if what they're saying is true or it's bullshit. So what does it matter?
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%, Paul. Have y'all ever talked to somebody and you departmentalize that person and you don't talk to that person about certain shit, and then they get mad at you because you don't talk to them about that certain shit, but I know if I talk to you about this shit, you're going to get mad at me anyway? Have y'all ever had that? That's some real shit. This is what happens. I choose not to talk to you, but then when I talk to you, I'm lying.
They don't even care.
So I look at shit like, what's the point of you? And then people say, all you had to do was tell me the truth. Okay, did you fuck her? Yes. Are you fucking serious? You just told me to tell you the truth. So I should have lied. I've had lies get me out of shit that the truth never got me out of. The lies, people say telling the truth will set you free. What they mean by that, it only sets you free from yourself because you know you told the truth. A lie can actually get you out of more trouble than the truth. Now, I'm not telling anybody in here to go start lying. I'm just telling y'all that a lie can work for you better than the truth. The truth only makes you feel good that you told the truth.
Sometimes you come around the real females where you might come around a real ass female that she just wants you to be real. And if you be real with her, she might like, yeah, that shit gonna hurt her. But at the end of the day, she might take that shit to the chest and be like, you know what? We can move past this, but you know, you do this dumb ass shit again, and you know, we done. But it just depends on that woman's loyalty to you. Like if she don't really fuck with you and you cheat on her, she'll be like, oh, you good, but she definitely gonna get her lick back.
Yeah, it always comes back. It always comes back like that too in an argument. Like it could be some shit like 2 years later. Oh, but in October of 2021, your ass that bitch. Yeah. Damn, I thought we talked about that. I thought we communicated.
But that's another thing though. If you gonna get over some shit, 2 years down the road, don't bring that shit back up in an argument. Because if it was a problem 2 years ago, you should have left my ass 2 years ago when that shit happened. Don't bring it back up because that's just gonna start another problem.
And don't put people in your business. I feel like if you really want your relationship to work, there's two things you need to do. Keep people out your fucking business, and I had it. Keep people out your fucking business, and damn, I had it. It was there.
Did it have to do with forgiveness?
Huh? Nah, it was something about communication, but it was just now that Paul has broke down communication in a different way. I'm starting to think about communication a lot differently now.
I mean, but look, at the end of the day, communication goes in different ways. Like, if communication goes one way of if I'm at work and I'm busy as hell, I'm gonna text you, hey baby, I'm working, I'll get back to you when I can. But then communication goes in other ways of how Paul said. Like, but it's two different ways to communicate, but in a relationship, you have to communicate.
A lot of people are single right now because they don't reflect on themselves.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Look, when you point the finger at somebody, 3 is pointing back at you. They don't take accountability. So a lot of people right now, they say, I'm single because I want to be. No, you're not. You can't keep a man and you can't keep a female.
Take accountability
because
for actions.
Because it's you.
You be wanting.
Why you think YAY0 keep getting divorces?
You want a man to do shit that you're not even doing for him. You want a man to communicate with you and tell you his every move, but yet you can't text back when you're out doing something. Like, it's not that hard. He goes out to do something and he's texting you, but as soon as he takes 10, 20 minutes to text back, oh, it's a problem. But when you go out,
some shit.
well, oh no, yeah. But when you go out and you don't text me for the whole night, but yet you on Instagram going crazy.
What the fuck? Who is YAY0 been nigga?
Shit, nobody. My fucking self.
Hey, that nigga said he ain't text back in 10 minutes. He get this ass whooped.
It's not even that, bro. It's like women. Some women think, oh, okay, you're going out. All right, make sure you know you don't have to text me the whole time, but at least communicate with me and let me know. Like, okay, cool, that's easy. You know, like I'm having fun. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to you when I can. But shit, when you tell a woman, oh, I know you're going out with your girls, have fun. Text me when you can. She gonna be like, okay. And as soon as she get out, she forget that you exist. But as soon as she get home, hey babe, I made it home. Like, nah, fuck that. What the hell was you doing while you was at the club? Why was you like what you had going on at the club so you could at least let me know you was alright or made it? 2 hours and you not texting back, but I get on Instagram and you take a shot. Bitch, text me back. Shit. Goddamn, are you okay? Like fuck, I see you made it to the club. Then you know, shit.
Well, she showed you on her social media.
Yeah, right. But that's what I'm saying. Social media is a problem. Like it's not a problem, but it's a problem. Like social media is damn, I can't think of the word.
I just think social media just plays it shouldn't be that fucking deep.
It's not that important.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it goes as deep as a lot of shit. I had to box a nigga one time because I deleted him off of Facebook. That shit was weird, bro. Like niggas really pull up on you like, damn, bro, you deleted me off Facebook. Like, even females, like, they like, why this bitch hard eyes under your fucking picture? I don't know.
I don't know that bitch.
I can't stop the bitch emojis. Or they look at I was texting one time and a girl looked at the emojis. You know how you go to your emojis and they have all the different emojis that you've been using. Bro. So she like, why you using that emoji? Who you using it for? Like, bitch, I don't know what I used it for. I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. Social media is like such a downfall in today's society. Like, social media rules the world right now because anything that goes on, like, it's some people have social media, you know, to promote themselves, to get themselves out there. Like our Four Seasons group page, we had that shit out there.
If I didn't do what I did, I would not have social media. Oh God.
Like I just don't feel social media is dumb. Like we have our Four Seasons group page, and yes, you know, we tag each other in all of our posts. Yes, we gotta get ourselves out there. So just because a girl followed me, that doesn't mean, oh, she wants to fuck me. No, that means she might want to book me to DJ. Like I'm a DJ at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, some people they take social media too serious. It's not that serious. Because I can literally go delete my shit and not have social media no more, and then what you gonna say? What you gonna try to find and argue with me about? So like social media can stop a lot of arguments, but I doubt anybody in this generation could really say, oh yeah, let's delete social media together and let's see how we can do it.
But I'm saying, do you think that being married just because y'all love each other is worth it? I mean, there are people that were in the military that just got married because the benefits and shit, you know what I'm saying? But do you feel that it exists with getting married and being in love with each other? Nowadays, people, they get married for the wedding, but not the marriage. You know what I'm saying? You've been married twice? Would you get married again? I like that, because it's not a lot of people that would say that. I know people right now that's been married once and they say they're never doing it again. I for one, want to experience marriage. It's the only thing that I have never experienced. I have kids. I have 2 daughters. I tell everybody I have 3 because I've been helping raise the oldest since she was 3 years old. She's 14 now. But I want to be married though. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never been married before. But I don't want to get married and then divorce. I don't believe in divorce. So if I get married, there ain't no breaking up. If you want to look at other people, you can look at that goddamn window.
Yeah, that's what I believe in. That's why I feel like my grandparents have been married 54 years. So for me to like see that, it's like, you know, I want that shit. Like they 70 and 80 years old. So it's like, you know, when I get married, I want to make sure she's the one, because my first marriage, that's gonna be my only marriage. I'm not doing this shit again. So it's like, you know, yeah. What you gotta say?
Alright, so look, I feel like, as a modern day man, I feel like they should do marriages like NBA contracts, right? Because I feel like...
You said NBA contract?
Yeah, I genuinely feel like this, right? And the reason I say this is once individuals start getting complacent in a relationship, you start getting comfortable, like, I should feel like I want to choose to renew this license or like to get back into it. Like, it's not just like, oh, you know, because at the end of the day, you choose the love of them, right? But once they feel like they've already solidified their at any point in time, they can leave. Like, that's cool, hopefully I understand, all I don't know, but once it gets to that point where you just running through the motions, doing the same thing that they're doing when they first get off the honeymoon.
I feel like before y'all get married, y'all should sit down at a table and talk about the expectations. There should be like, y'all both should have a sheet of paper and write down the things that you expect before y'all get married, and put, butt naked truth, everything out on the table. I asked a girl one time, would you sign a prenup if we wanted to get married? She said, hell no, I wouldn't even marry you if you asked me to sign a prenup. Which is crazy to me, because if you love me, we shouldn't, the money is gonna be, it's not like I'm gonna keep money from you, but I'm also trying to protect myself, because once women get married to you, y'all divorce, 9 times out of 10 they get half of everything. It's the same thing we talked about earlier with the child support situation when YAY mentioned this. You know what I'm saying? I think that should be for fathers that don't take care of their kids at fucking all. You never there. You're not doing the things that you supposed to be doing as a father. Not the niggas that see their kids every day, picking their kids up, dropping their kids off at PTA meetings. And I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about like, I don't pay a lot, but goddamn, I should be paying it all. Cause I'm there every step of the way. From the reason why they learn how to tie their shoes, to why they know how to do their homework, to why I'm a part of all that. So, but I just feel like that when it comes to the situations, like, those are the things that need to be sat down and talked about when it comes to marriage. You can't just come in the relationship and be like, I love you, and that's it. Now we married. Cause when shit get bad, You know what I'm saying? When y'all start arguing and shit go left, that shit go left.
But that's another thing though, like why are you gonna, how I see it is, why am I gonna marry you if I gotta think about like, damn, do I see myself next you in 10 years still? Like, that's what I mean by, if I'm gonna, when I get married, like when I marry you, I gotta be like, okay, I see myself spending the rest of my life with this person. Like, yeah, shit ain't gonna be flowers like every day. Like, we gonna have our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, I wanna know that before I marry you, I wanna know that when we have our bad days, that you're still gonna choose me and not be like, oh, we had a bad day, I want a divorce. Like, no, we gotta go through some shit. We gotta really go through some shit before I think like, okay, yeah, this is the girl I wanna marry. Because I wanna know what you gonna do when we go through some shit in our marriage. Because shit, the older we get, you gonna start losing your parents, I'm gonna start losing my parents. That shit gonna hurt both of us. But I wanna know that you gonna be there for me the same way I'm gonna be there for you and not just give up on me because you going through some shit or I'm going through some shit. I'm not gonna marry you or even think about marriage if that's the shit that you can't make it through the fire with me.
Who here other than Jose has been married before or close to it? Like engaged to it? Okay, LA. My girl right here. So y'all, LA, you've been married before. You've been engaged to or you've been married?
I've been married.
You've been married? So I'm gonna ask, what was it that made you say, we're getting a fucking divorce? Like this can't be worked out. Cause I think that even to an extent, cheating is a reason to still kind of, and I'm only talking from where I think now. I wouldn't have said this 5 years ago, but I'm saying it now. Cheating can even be maybe forgiven in a marriage. So in a marriage.
Men don't know how to treat you.
You said what?
Men don't know how to treat you. You cheating like it's happening.
I agree.
Not all.
There you go. I agree, Jose. I feel like I could though, because I want to know the reason why you cheated on me. If it's the reason, if I wasn't giving you what you felt you needed as my wife, and I wasn't providing for you, and I'm not talking financial, I'm talking about providing the emotional, the physical. I wasn't there for you as your husband during that time, and you felt the only way you could get my attention is if you went that far. Then it would make me correct myself to make sure it never happens again, to do what I need to do to make sure that you never cheat again.
When the conversation is that?
Before she cheated? Yeah, but sometimes women get so distraught, and I've only known this from experience. I watched a woman just cry in my living room, just being distraught, and I just stand there like, damn, she just gonna keep crying. Like, she was crying for like 2 hours. And it's like, I tried to turn up the TV, I tried to do all types of shit to ignore that shit. I watched this shit, and that shit is like it's like you sit there and you in pain too, watching her do this shit because you know you the cause of it. But I could have done something, so it's like, I think about shit like that. Like, what if she was that hurt? And she just said, fuck it, the only thing left is to do is to cheat on this nigga. And I know that she would never do it again based on who she is as a person if I corrected her. You feel what I'm saying?
How do you know that though? And not know that she's just a bad character?
There are some that are like that, Paul, but there are some feelings that you have for women where you know exactly who they are and you know exactly what they would do for you and how much they truly love you. And you know for a fact, I can't really explain how you know, but deep down inside, you know she would never do that shit unless she was truly hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something you know, bro. So I look at shit like that, like, all right, well, I can take that back. Now, if you just a cheater.
You gotta play, but then you don't. Because sometimes you cheat on a woman. She gonna be emotionally damaged. She might take you back, she might not. But like when she take you back, man, she taking you back with like some scars. Like she taking you back and she gonna be cautious with like everything you do. Like nigga, you might get home 2 minutes late. What was you doing?
Well, that's
like,
so she a bop.
But nah, what I'm saying is like she cautious with I'm talking about as far as you cheating on her. Like when she takes you back, she gonna be cautious as hell of everything you do.
Like for instance, Paul, when you got cheated on, did you think it was your fault? Did you think you played a role in it?
Initially, I convinced myself of that, but as I thought about it more and more, I think that she just had that character. And I don't think that anything would have fixed that situation. And so it's given me kind of a pessimistic.
I mean, so Paul, also when you first met her, she never gave me a vibe like she had the bad character, or
Yeah.
so she gave you a vibe, but she had a bad character. You still
But there were also things that I had never seen. But like I've seen like shady women before. Like I haven't known like women to like bring you around their kids and stuff like that. If they have like that intention for you, like have your own family, things like that, kind of put me otherwise. She would regularly be there when I needed her. Then like things kind of like snowballed bad after a certain point, to where I think there was like absolutely like no coming back from that. Yeah. But initially, I'd say there was a mix of good and bad vibes. If I was only looking for a positive, then I would have just said, yeah, about that.
But I mean, I know there's women that will bring you around their kids and not give a fuck about what they do. They bring
that's standard now.
Like they bring
these women know you for 2 days and they brought you to the house to meet their kids and shit.
So it's like, I mean, like I said,
it's different back then. Now back then they wouldn't do shit like that. They wouldn't have nobody around their kids, not even a hoe.
Me personally, it takes a lot for me to bring you around.
But they do it now.
Like me personally, I have to know you for like a good minute. I have to feel comfortable with you. All that shit before I just say, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring my son around. I'm not doing that shit right off the rip. It's gonna take me 5-6 months. Unless it's just an instance where, you know, we're doing something together and I gotta go see my grandparents and my son's over there, okay. But other than that, like, if it's like where you like, oh, I wanna meet your son and we don't even been talking for a month, hell no, you out your damn mind.
And now we live in a world where when something happens to somebody, bro, they automatically cut it all off. Like I heard somebody say the other day, we was in the club, I think we was here Saturday, they said some shit like, some female told me, I don't trust no motherfucking body. That shit is the weirdest shit to say. I looked at her weird. I stopped talking to her because she was weird. But I just think that's fucking weird. I trust everybody until you give me a reason not to. I don't trust you like, nigga, I'm not gonna trust you with my kids. I'm not gonna trust you to take my car down the street. I'm not gonna trust you with certain things, but as far as you being, I don't know you not to trust you yet. So especially if I'm trying to get to know you, you gotta open that up. If the first thing out of your mouth is I don't trust no fucking body, I can't even fuck with you. Why would I even waste my time? And then your excuse is gonna be, when you go fuck another nigga, your excuse is gonna be, well, I told you I don't trust nobody. I didn't do shit to you. You feel what I'm saying? So I've learned to take people for who they are. I don't try to, too many couples nowadays are trying to persuade people to be what they want them to be or how they should be, or you trying to put your morals on another person. People grow how they grow. So you are who you are. So if I meet you like this, I'm taking you for what you are. If you could show me that you can make a change and we trying to talk and build something, then make that change and I'll make some changes too. And we can communicate on what we can't change and what won't change. Like how I raise my kids, I'm not changing that. But I could tell you, if you don't agree with it, I can sit down with you and tell you why I'm raising my kids this way. So hopefully you can come from a place of understanding and understand where I'm coming from. But if you're not even willing to listen and you trying to rebuttal and you trying to stand on a leg on an argument that you don't even have a leg to stand on then the idea for us to be together is pointless anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that you gotta take people for who they are. When I see people's behavior now, I say that's how that person is. I accept them for being, you know what I'm saying? If you know a person steal and you take them to the store and y'all both get caught, you cannot be mad at that person. You knew they stole before you went to that store. But once again, y'all, I appreciate y'all for stepping out, man. It's been another great episode of Trill Talk No Cap, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, we gonna keep pressing this issue. Normally we have this conversation at the end, and the reason why I wanted to start it and do a full episode and dedicate a full episode to this, because this is the stuff that we need to be talking about that's not talked about, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people, I'm in the nightlife, so I see people every day that come out and I see the shit, you know what I'm saying? These are the conversations that need to be had. I see the shit all the time, but nobody talks about it. Nobody wants to touch on it, or everybody wants to give their opinion and not listen to anybody else's. So we're gonna keep pressing this issue on every Trill Talk conversation that we have, you know what I'm saying? I've had a couple couples come up to me already and say that them listening to the show and them coming to see the show has helped their relationship. So as long as we can help anybody that's going through it or push the conversation and continue to try to understand why this generation is so cooked when it comes to fucking relationships, and we're gonna continue to do that shit, you know what I'm saying? But we also gonna talk about a whole bunch of other things. Once again, I appreciate y'all, man, for listening. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm your host, Highstrung. We out.